Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for the semifinal collision. Bringing it out, it's Fuller. And to be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Dropping back. It's Jones. It's an out route. The catch made. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Makes a quick catch. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
First down at 10. They'll run it to the right side. He shreds the tackle. Legs still churning, won't go down. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The quarterback's got it on the option. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Quarterback operating an empty set. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Makes a quick grab. The completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a fourth down call.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now you've got a fourth down.
So instead of trying to pin the opponents deep with a punt, they'll go for it on fourth down. First drive of the game. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on fourth down. What's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on fourth down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
Looking to pass. It's Jones. Lets it go as he's being hit. Makes the catch inside the 10-yard line. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
But it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
Defense bringing out some big fellas trying to stuff the run here. But quickly, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. First down here for this offense. Pre-snap motion from the offense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
A great job up front by this Auburn defensive lineman. Kind of that rare combination of defensive linemen you see often in the SEC, where they have great size and power, but incredible quickness. And Auburn has sure had plenty of those over the years.
Tough spot here. 2nd and long from the 16. And the wideout goes in motion. Looking downfield. It's Daniels. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Lets it go on the move. Launching deep. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. So a great return following the pick, or finally able to get him down.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a 2-ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
And the Auburn offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. They get him down, but not before he gets to the +38.
Boy, that is a first down in a definitive way of getting a good push up front. And this back, I tell you, every single year on the plays, Auburn always has a great back, and this guy is no different.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. It's caught downfield. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Fuller. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Looking to throw it again. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the 1st down.
The offense already has one 4th down conversion, and they do it for a 2nd time. Looking to the end zone, and is intercepted. Running right through tacklers. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back in cover 3. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
Second down after that previous play. Takes the handoff again. And the Ducks pick up enough for a 1st down.
Nice job here by this back picking up the 1st down, living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. They're still trying to live up to that to this day.
The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the 2nd half.
This should be the last play of the quarter. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, they've got him behind the line. A tackle for loss to conclude the 1st quarter of play. The Ducks will have to punt this one away. He's on to boot it away now. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. And here comes a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. To throw, it's Jones. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the...
Oh, and now he fumbles the ball. Oh, and they pick it up. It's still a live ball.
Wow, that's just big-time awareness by his teammate to be able to scoop up that ball.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. The secondary backed up off the ball now. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Catch made on the out route. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
This offense has become a 1st down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. But a 4th quarter really starts to wear you out.
Looking to chuck it again. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
That's a design quarterback keeper. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a 3rd and long from the 20-yard line. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
They've converted one of their 2 4th down attempts so far. Looks like we're going to get a 3rd attempt right here. Looking to throw. It's Jones. And that one's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they catch him? That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the 2nd half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And the sophomore making an impact play.
Chris, how about the combo there of speed and power to be able to get to the quarterback here by this defensive lineman? Auburn defensive lineman, one thing you can always count on is they have speed and they have an awareness to know how to pressure that quarterback.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and very long. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. And he's brought down there.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
crucial third down play right here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. The pass ball is incomplete and trying to extend the play, but nobody open.
Boy, third down and short. They decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at fourth and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
The offense will go for here on fourth down and 3. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did.
And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. To throw, it's Jones. Snags the quick throw. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, that's a great catch near the sideline, and does a good job of getting that foot down to secure the catch.
And completion makes it second and short. And the single back takes the handoff. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Chris, just think of the list of Auburn running backs. I mean, you see this guy pick up a first down, and you start to see a little bit of Bo Jackson in it. Maybe a combo. Remember those days of Cadillac Williams and Ronnie Brown when they were in that backfield? Trey Mason. Oh, so many great backs that Auburn has enjoyed, and this guy's looking good.
Here's the second down play. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Got a lane. Can he get in? Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's first and goal right there.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place. They gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's first and goal. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. Dropping back, it's Jones. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
Man, the defense comes up with a big play here, backed up close to their own goal line. But as an offensive coordinator, you're inside that 3-yard line at second and goal. If you're going to throw the ball, man, the ball has got to get out of that quarterback's hands quickly and not give the defense a chance to get after him and bring him down for a sack.
Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. The reception gets about 7 yards, but fourth down coming up here. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. play for both teams. Can the offense punch it in? 4th and goal from the 2. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, we've watched this guy all year, and we know that he is a threat when they get down inside that 5-yard line. It's 4th down and goal. The defense just did not anticipate that this guy's legs could hurt him, and they did for a touchdown.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Catch is made way down inside the 30. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Daniels. The pass rush closing in. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Pass protection a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. Quick throw over the middle. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time. Incompletion brings up 3rd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
The offense couldn't convert on 4th down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Downfield and incomplete. A 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half. The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Jones. Pass caught. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or they're going to sell out and bring the pressure.
Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. You can see he's a dangerous return man. They finally grab him, but he sets the offense up in pretty good field position. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback drops back. And he's going to launch it deep again. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Oregon offense comes back out on the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Out of bounds after a nice gain. Finally, a positive play from this offense.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. He started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws. And Justin Herbert, of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. We're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. Ball handed to the running back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Oh my gosh, they almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. On the run here, lets it go. It is incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
4th down, looking to throw for it. He's got it, enough for a 1st down. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. It looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Well, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
They convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. The Ducks pick up first down yards to keep the drive going.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Looking to throw. It's Daniels. Defense is coming after him. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. And they bring him down, but look, there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see if the officials wipe away this turnover. The Ducks line up with a first and goal. Hands off to the fullback. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the defense was locked in on that play from the very jump, and the fullback just didn't have any speed to get around anybody. Stuffed the run perfectly.
Second down and goal upcoming. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I just don't know about short gains like this, especially keeping the ball on the ground. The clock keeps moving. They need points on that scoreboard in a hurry. You got to throw the football. You cannot afford to allow this clock to keep ticking.
So no gain on second down. Now it's third and goal from the 2. Dropping back. It's Daniels. Pressure is coming. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's decision time now, Chris. Fourth and short coming up, and you know they're thinking about going for this one. Likely looking at that play sheet and finding the go-to play that'll help them pick up this first down and keep this drive alive. They're thinking 6 points.
Fourth and goal from the 2. Can this defense come up with a huge stop? On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
I think they completely caught this defense off guard. Fourth down and goal. I think everybody thinks the quarterback's going to have the ability to run or throw. But instead, they run the football in here, and they somehow get this touchdown.
With the extra point, they're down 14-7 now. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And The Auburn offense is back out on the field. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. To the air, it's Jones. Oh, and it's incomplete and very nearly intercepted. A wasted opportunity for a much-needed takeaway there.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. No fair catch, looking to make a return here. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
The loss sets up a 2nd and long from the 20. Receiver in motion now. To the air, it's Daniels. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Can he take it all the way? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
They're going to run the option. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So from the 9-yard line, it's 2nd and goal. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. And he's finally tackled out at the 2-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Sits at the 2-yard line for 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
What a stop by this defense here on 3rd down and goal. They've been put in a very tough situation, and 3 straight plays, they've stepped up. Now, a big decision for the head coach for the offense. What is he going to do here after those 3 plays? Is he still going to try to get this touchdown?
Knocks that one right down the middle. And they add to their lead. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Back to pass. It's Daniels. Receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a 1-possession game.
He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
First down sack pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, 4th quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete as the defense gets a big 4th down stop.
Well, down late in this football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this. They just couldn't come up with the execution.
And now the handoff. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Back's got it again. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Tackle made at the 26, good enough for a first down.
But they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Now I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Offense getting set. It's second down. He'll hand it off. Fighting him off. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Touchdown, Auburn. This offense cannot be stopped. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He's brought down just across the 25-yard line. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-hole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Oh, and almost intercepted again. A chance for a fourth pick. Brings up third down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Incomplete for a third straight play.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
He bought some time, now lets it go. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. They'll work the clock here with their running game. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Now here's the toss play. The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And here's the handoff. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up fourth down. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll kick it away here. Ball rolls dead, and the coverage team downs it right there.
Well, the coverage unit does their job here. They're fired up, and they should be. Of course, the punter got some help from his friend, the football, right? What a kick to set them up in a good spot for the defense to go to work.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. They're going to run it here. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
You know, it's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short gain. The defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offensive coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Trying for a fourth down completion. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Going to try to use his legs here. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Boy, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only is he pulled out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Important second down play coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. They pressure him and sack him, and be tackled inside the 10.
If I'm on this offensive line, I would not want to look at the game film after their performance today. It's almost like they've been moonwalking backwards the entire game, getting pushed all around by this defensive front. Chris, they've already given up 6 sacks alone in this game.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now.
Man, Chris, when you're down by a couple scores late in a game like this, you need to find matchups where you can get the ball thrown downfield. Here it's a completion, but it doesn't get them very much. Now they've got a fourth down play coming up.
Fourth down and very long, but the offense still on the field. They're going to go. Back to throw. It's Daniels. And here's a deep throw with the clock winding down. One last pass attempt falls incomplete, and that will wrap up this game. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.